All right, welcome everybody. We have a great set of matches here for you today that we've got kicking this off with our Hanover Horde gold team taking on the gold team from Hanover, the Heroes. We've got the Heroes have a bye week this week, so instead of having them sit out, we're going to have a gold on gold match to determine who is the dominant gold team in Hanover. So it should be a lot of fun, if nothing else, and keep the boys' skills sharp as they work through this season. This is week 4 of the season. All the teams are doing really well. We're well within the mix of the league at this point. So yeah, at 4 o'clock today, we have our Hanover Heroes and Horde Gold teams going against each other in a scrimmage. 5 o'clock, we've got our Hanover Horde Gold team taking on the Loudon Tsunami from Virginia. Then at 6 o'clock, we got our Hanover Horde Silver team taking on the Cary Shogun. And then finally at 7 o'clock, we have our Hanover Heroes taking on the Holly Springs Hydra to finish out the night. So a lot of great Fortnite action ahead. Stick with us. We'll be right back with some good Hanover on Hanover Gold Team Fortnite action. We'll be right back. right, we are just getting ready to get things going here. Just waiting on one more gamer. For those who aren't aware, we got some crazy weather going on around in this area, so that might be why he's a little bit delayed. But we'll get things kicked off pretty soon. Again, our Hanover Heroes Gold team has a bye week this week, so we're just doing a little scrimmage for bragging rights between the Hanover Horde Gold team and the Heroes Gold team before we move into the Horde Gold match against Loudoun, Virginia at 5. So the Horde get a couple matches in today. But we'll be featuring and streaming the Heroes for this match. From left to right, we've got, looking at the Heroes match, we got Guard Dog there. Moving left to right, Guard Dog, Mr. Mambo, LAXKB71, and then Commando on the far right. So we'll be right back here shortly. Hopefully get this kicked off in just a couple more minutes. right, and we're back and ready for some action here with our Hanover Horde gold team taking on our Hanover Heroes gold team. Like I said in the intro, we'll be following the Heroes since this is more of a kind of their match for this week since they have a bye and this is just a scrimmage. So this doesn't count towards the Heroes or the Horde record, but a good opportunity to establish bragging rights for the best Fortnite team here in the Hanover area. All right, so we're following CNH Gamer PC4 here. This is Commando. He is the IGL, the in-game leader for this match. You see him gathering resources. Let's swap over to CNH Gamer PC5, Aldenhammer. You see, he's got it's about half shield. Looks like his shields are climbing at this point. Let's swap over to CNH Gamer PC6 here, Mighty Coldbug. I'm sorry, this is Mr. Mambo. You can see he's got half shields. He's probably setting up his inventory there. That's why you see him standing still. And Caden, unfortunately, you can see him on the video screen. LAX KJB, he's playing remotely right now, so I can't pull his feed in. All right, so let's swap back to CNH Gamer PC4 here. This is Commando. You can see he's got a nice complement of weapons there. He's got a handgun. Looks like he's got a rifle, a pump action. He's got half shields at this point. Making his way over to his team set up in this house right here. A lot of coordination taking place. This is round 4. So 4 of 8 weeks on the season, and it's fun to see how much they've progressed, not just in their play, but in their coordination that takes place week in and week out. Really having good strategies going into each week, doing a better job staying together, applying those strategies, and with it, just making themselves more competitive week in and week out. All right, so let's swap over to CNH Gamer PC5 here. This is Guard Dog. Looks like he might have a bead on them. Looks like he put a mark down, so they're working their way around. Both teams are being really strategic here. Swap over to Mr. Mambo. Looks like he's able to top his shields off. Full bar of health. He's got a tactical shotgun there, rifle, pistol. Collecting those mats. We know how important those mats are to gameplay. Swap back over to Cohen, who's Commando. He still has only half shields at this point. Still collecting those materials. It's been a really big point of emphasis these last couple of weeks about doing a good job building and editing, because ultimately that's where these fights come down to. There you see topping off his shield with that chug jug. That should take him to 100%. And it does. Swap over to CNH Gamer PC5. Guard Dog. You see, and you can tell they're doing a really good job staying together, keeping their eyes out. A big thing that we discussed this week for the matches was dictating the fight. So really driving into their heads that it's important that you initiate the fight. If you initiate the fight, you're more likely to win. So that's a real challenge for them this week, is to dictate the fight, each and every one. Try not to be surprised by the enemy. All right, again, we're watching CNH Gamer PC5. This is Guard Dog. Let's swap over to CNH Gamer PC6, Mr. Mambo. So you can see they're pushing closer to the center point of this map here. Sounds like there is some action taking place. Let's swap over to CNH Gamer PC4. Looks like the Horde have built a structure there, but looks like it might be getting overtaken by the storm. See how this works out for him. We're following CNH Gamer PC4. That's Commando. Let's see who decides to make the push here. Good fires coming down in both directions. Not much finding its way home, though. Let's see if he's able to make any accurate shots with his sniper here. He does have the nice cover of that palm tree in front of him. He's got a good bead on the enemy there. Doesn't quite find its way home, though. All right, let's swap over to CNH Gamer PC5. Guard Dog here. Nice couple good pings right there. Good job. The Horde answers with some accurate fires on their own. CNH Gamer PC6. This is Mr. Mambo. Throwing some nades. Going to take out their structure there. Looks like he's going to try to make a push from the left-hand flank here, but the Storm's going to meet him. Going to chase the enemy into the Storm. A Storm battle taking place here. 2v1, though. That's not going to bode well for him, even though his teammate, CNH Gamer PC6, does come in there to help him out. Let's swap over to CNH Gamer PC5. This is Guard Dog. Again, that Storm really forced this fight. A lot of action taking place here. It's hard to see all what's going on. Swap back over to Guard Dog, or Commando. See, he's right here in the mix trying to take down this enemy player. He's going to edit his way through these walls. And it's going to be victory for the Heroes as they take out the last remaining Horde player there. So a little hard to track all the action that took place. But let's go ahead and credit the Heroes on that victory. And we're going to drop in here on this second match. So the Heroes take the early advantage in the first round. Moving on to round 2. Again, following CNH Gamer PC4. This is Commando here. He's the IGL, so he's making the calls on the landing places. Collecting those materials. CNH Gamer PC5. Guard Dog here. A nice chest there. It's going to give him his choke jug, get him topped off to 100% on his shields. Swapped over to Mr. Mambo here. See if he leaves at 50s, and he does. So one thing we teach the boys too is to, when they're gathering them resources, do a good job not to knock down those big trees, because you can easily be spotted with the enemy, by the enemy. When you knock those trees down, they can see them tumble. They spot your location. They have a bead on you, and then that's when the enemy dictates the fight, not you. So you'd love to see them applying what you teach them in practice and match play. All right, this is again, this is Mr. Mambo. Let's swap over to Guard Dog here. Let's take a look at him. And again, LAX KB71, he's playing remote today, so I can't spectate him. But you can see him in the mix, doing a good job. Again, staying with their team. That was our effort goal last week. The effort goal this week, again, stay together as a team, land together as a team, and then particularly this time, dictate the fight. Really, this last round, it was the Storm that dictated the fight, so really forced the two teams together. Both teams were doing a really good job using time and staying hidden to gather as many materials and weapons as they could. So it was really just the difference of the Storm forcing the teams together and really caused that fight. All right, so seeing Guard Dog here, he has full shields. Let's swap over to CNH Gamer PC4 Commando. He's topped up on shield. Looks like he's got a little damage. Probably took some fall damage. but he should be able to heal himself before he gets into the fight. So again, this match will be followed by the Hanover Horde gold team taking on the Loudoun, Virginia Tsunami. So that match will be taken at 5 o'clock, and then we'll have the 2 silver matches following directly after that. So stick with us for a lot of great Fortnite esports action. Again, following Commando here. Let's swap over to Guard Dog. It's got a nice couple rifles there. Let's swap over to CNH Gamer PC6. This is Mr. Mambo. You can see all the team members right next to each other as they make this push. That's extremely important. And they learned the lessons the hard way. It looks like they have spotted one of the, or at least a couple of the players from the Horde team. So let's see as they make their move if they're going to make this push together as a team. Let's swap over to Cohen. Commando here. It's like he's coming up. Team's fully assembled, ready to make this push. Let's see if they decide to make their stand here. Looks like they are fortifying their position, which is smart. Sounds like there is fires taking place here, so the action has begun. Swap over to Guard Dog here. It's like he's pinned down low. See if he can make his way to the high ground. I hear some nades going off. Let's swap over to CNH Gamer PC6. This is Mr. Mambo. So doing some editing. Tough to see what's going on right now. Swap over to Cohen here. Commando. So it looks like the heroes have the high ground here, looking down on the Horde members. See if they decide to make the push. Do a couple good solid pings, but then fire's coming right back from the Horde team as the storm pushes its way into the center point. Let's swap over to Guard Dog here. See how he's making out. He's half health and half shield. So he's doing a good job fortifying himself with some metal materials there. Again, Horde doing a good job pinning them down, even though they have the high ground. It's really made it difficult for them to. Throwing some nades down there, though. Let's see if they find their way home. Do manage to take out the structure, but looks like the Horde members managed to fall backwards. All right, let's swap over to Mr. Mambo here. Looks like he's got half shields. A lot of action taking place. Looks like somebody decided to push in. One of the Horde members pushed in, and they managed to take him out. You can see another Horde member there chasing him down, snuck stuff right behind him, and takes him out. So good job here by Mr. Mambo. Working with his team, managed to get elimination there. Let's follow Commando here. Done a good job. Looks like he's editing way towards one of the Horde members. See if he's able to sneak in there. Nice window edit. He's going to work his way around the side. Try to drop down in next to him. It might be the lone member of the Horde, but the storm's going to force the issue and make them charge towards the center. But it will probably also chase that Horde member out. They're going to try to shoot the bottom of that tower out. But they're all in the storm at this point, so they all need to kind of retreat. But ultimately, they do take out the last remaining Horde member to get the second victory. So we're going to take a couple-minute break. Actually, we're going to just go ahead and drop right in. We're just going to keep this going because this is a scrimmage. Let the boys keep playing. But the Heroes 2-0 lead on the Horde at this point. So let's see if the Horde can get back together and do some strategizing. This last week of practice, I think the Horde got an advantage on the team-on-team scrims, and the Heroes are coming back to avenge that defeat, that practice defeat. No matter how informal it was, they definitely try to improve week in and week out. So again, following Commando here. Swap over to Guard Dog. All right, he's got a nice collection of weapons, shields there, so he should be able to top himself off with that chug jug and keep a little for his inventory. Using this time with the high ground here, overlooking. Looks like he did get eyes on one of the enemy positions early on in the match. That's a huge strategic advantage, identifying where they came from. Oh, and you see one of the Horde members drop that tree. That's a dead giveaway. Something we'll work on with them this week. Really critical that you leave those trees at 50s. That's what we call pulling 50s, is to not knock them down, because that's a dead giveaway to your opposing team. All right, let's swap over to CNH Gamer PC6. Mr. Mambo here. All right, he's got a good collection of resources there. A lot of brick you can see in his inventory. Looks like he's up top. But Lucky, one of the benefits of Lucky is that you do have that high ground. So that allowed them, you saw earlier, we saw Guard Dog kind of get eyes on the enemy position. So they know where they're at this point, which is a really big strategic advantage. All right, let's swap over to Commando here. He's adjusting his inventory, full complement of shields and health. Oh, sounds like there is something happening. Let's swap over to CNH Gamer PC5. He looks like he's down here in the fight, charging in. Maybe the shots were just coming from too far away. It's hard to tell where. It looks like LAX KGB 71 is pushed a little further forward as the team kind of moves. Sounds like there's a shotgun blast. Let's swap over to CNH Gamer PC4 here. This is Commando. Swap over to CNH Gamer PC5 here. You can see chucking some nades there, but fires come back immediately his direction. Really good fight. Really good force on force here. Nobody has the high ground at this point. Again, we're following Guard Dog here. Got some accurate shots there in. Nice shooting by Guard Dog. But grenades are coming in from the opposite direction. No sooner than built a good defensive position. He's going to fall back and get some shields. Here you see a fight taking place. This is Mr. Mambo. Managed to knock one of the Horde members. Going to take them out. But here comes a Horde member right back to knock him down. And he's going to be cleared up. Let's see how Cohen Commando's making out. He's in a build fight right now. So really good, fun match to watch here. He's going to try to drop down, see if he's able to make this stick. Couple good, accurate rifle shots there. Almost knocks the opposing player. He's going to drop down, move in. Probably take this more to a shotgun type fight. Let's see who else we got. CNH Gamer PC5. This is Guard Dog here, topping off his shields. You see he's got a beat on one of the Horde members. Comes up behind, a good knock there, and that's going to do it. So Guard Dog with the final elimination there to give the heroes the victory in the scrimmage. But like I said, this doesn't count towards the scoreboard or standings. It was just a fun opportunity for us to play. So we're going to keep playing. We're going to keep rolling. Go right into this next one. We might take a couple-minute break, let the boys talk, and then we'll get right back into it. We'll be right back after this break.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rip it. It doesn't matter at all.
Esports is a multi-billion-dollar industry. We're taking that and we're delivering it to elementary and middle school kids.
Yo, you guys are getting pretty wrecked by me.
Dad, all right, push up with me. Push up with me.
We're bridging the gap between conventional athletics and competitive gaming. We have kids working on the same technology that the pros are training to improve their skills.
When did you lose? When did you lose? Why did you lose? Like the games that you lost, why did you lose?
Through a partnership with the Positive Coaching Alliance, our coaches go through a double goal certification. They learn not only how to work through the strategies of the different games they're playing, but they also work through how to impact these kids' lives in a positive way. They get to mark and highlight behaviors and attributes that will lead to long-term life skills.
You love being Battle Mercy.
Yes, battle.
No, it's not. Why don't you tell us your favorite move that Mercy does?
So what brought me to XP League is the experience of my children. I had always hoped and wanted them to be a part of a youth athletics team. So I realized they all love competitive gaming. So why not marry their passion with what I'm hoping for them to learn and achieve, and put healthy, solid values in place in something that the kids want to do and are excited about doing.
Yes, Boot Steve!
Experience points. Every game awards experience points. And what we built here is an experience. Professional level equipment, the top tier partners in esports. They're also getting the experience of sportsmanship values, of working with mentors and coaches, and of being part of the team. It's all about the experience.
I need you. Nice. Go. Group in now. Push in. We don't have
I'm the coach for XP League, and I'm looking forward to having an impact on these kids' lives. I've been playing video games competitively since 9th grade. I'm now 21 years old, and I've never really got to be a part of a team.
Today you guys are here for tryouts. Now you might be feeling nervous, but don't worry. Everybody makes a team. Tryouts is not about kicking you out if you're not good at the game. The only thing this is about measuring where you are at right now, so we can focus on how we can help you improve throughout the season.
Esports promotes cognition in the sense that there's multiple ways to win a game. There's not one set way that you can win a match. The meta in Overwatch, it varies. It depends on the game. The games change all the time, and every game is different. It has its own special, unique characteristics.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Keep your hands straight.
For our practices, we aren't focused necessarily on who we're playing against, just how we can adapt our strategy towards the game. What we teach the kids when we're coaching is that there's another human being on the other side of that computer, and to treat everyone with respect.
I have my ultimate.
Perfect. Keep going.
All right, we're back again. The Heroes came out with a dominant performance. The Horde were on some of our practice machines. They had some resolution issues. I think we got them squared away, so they should have a little bit better time playing this time around. One thing we always tell when you sit down, get everything set up and ready to go, and the resolution was set to epic, which caused some lag for them. So we got them dialed in. They're right back in the action here. So here we're following Guard Dog. He's the one who finished off the last match against the Horde. All right, let's swap over to Commando here. All right. They're having some issues in there, but I think they got them resolved. Again, we're following Commando here. He is full up on shields and health. Looks like CNH Gamer PC5 here is taking shots. Guard Dog. Looks like he's got a beat on one of the enemy positions with his sniper rifle. Oh, and a nice crack there, 105. So good job. Didn't quite knock him, but definitely did some damage. Definitely got a beat on him with the high ground here. It just goes to show how important that high ground is. All right, let's swap over to CNH Gamer PC6 here. Looks like the Horde may be making a push towards them on the high ground. Swap back over to CNH Gamer PC5. He took some damage there with that shot, that return fire. Swap over to CNH Gamer PC4 here. Some fires coming back up from the Horde with the Heroes having the high ground. It's going to make it tough on the Horde to work their way up there. One thing that we did teach the boys this week is that it's okay to break contact. If you find yourself in a worse strategic position, It's probably not best just to fight it out like you saw the Horde member do there and quickly taken out by the heroes having the high ground. Couple accurate cracks coming down here from Commando. So again, the heroes have the high ground. The Horde should have probably fallen back and not pushed that fight, even though they were taking that early fires. It's best sometimes just to break contract, try to work your way around on a flanking maneuver, or get equally a good strategic position. That way you can push in. Looks like the Horde is going to be forced out of their little hide here by the storm. Again, we're following Commando here. Let's swap over to CNH Gamer PC5. This is Guard Dog pushing his way down. There you see he's with Caden, LAXKB. Swap over to CNH Gamer PC6 here. Looks like they're going to kind of wagon wheel their way around here on the edge of the storm. Here you see the fires. He got eliminated, but the heroes, again, victory. Again, this score doesn't count. The heroes won 3-0 for the scrimmage, but good play both sides by the teams there. I think there was actually one player that didn't pick a team, and that may be why it said a premature victory there. So here we're back at the landing point, and we'll get this next one kicked off. So we're going to play one more. Tell them one more. All right, we'll get this thing kicked off. Hopefully everybody picks the correct team this time. One of the challenges is getting the boys to pick the teams when not everybody's in the dojo, but I think they got it resolved. And we'll get this last match kicked off. Lots to learn on both sides of the fence for both teams. Again, this is the Heroes bye week, so it was a good opportunity for them to practice some different strategies against their fellow Hanover team here, the Horde. And it preps the Horde for their next match taking place right after this one against the Loudon Tsunami. So it should be a lot of fun. All right, well, we'll kick this off here in just a minute. This should be the last round coming up, and then we'll get to the next round of matches shortly, right after this short break.
Whoa, look at this. Look at what? Oh, wow.
All right, we're back again. This is the best of 5. The Heroes have defeated the Horde in this scrimmage, but we're playing one last round to give everybody a chance to work through some things, work through some strategies. Here we're following CNH Gamer PC6. This is Mr. Mambo. See, adjusting things within his inventory there. We did just have some more skills assessments this morning for the upcoming season of Overwatch. The Overwatch season kicks off on February 22nd, and then our next season of Fortnite kicks off around the middle of March. So look forward to getting into those next couple seasons and filling the next couple teams up. All right, let's swap over to Commando. Again, one remote player today, LAXKJB71. So I can't follow his stream. All right, let's swap over to CNH Gamer PC5. This is Guard Dog. See if he does a good job leaving the 50s here. And he does. Good job. Applying what he learned in practice to the match play. That's what you like to see. All right, let's swap over to number 6. This is Mr. Mambo. I heard some fires taking place, so sounds like there might be something happening, some type of engagement. I heard another shot. That may have been a mistake there. Sometimes they accidentally pull one off and don't intend. You hear the fires coming from the Horde team, sounds like. So that it's going to let the heroes respond in kind. You can see they might have a bead. Let me swap over to CNH Gamer PC4. It looks like he might have a bead. You got a launch pad set up there. Oh, cracked fire coming across from the Horde. So they're trying to identify where that sniper's at. You can see a sniper's got him pinned down, but clearly the Horde setting up a defensive position. All right, let's swap over to CNH Gamer PC5. Here, he's going to get some high ground. It looks like he's actually going to make a push in. This is Guard Dog pushing in right on top of them off to the high ground, to their flank. Let's see if this aggressive play pays off. He does have the high ground on him, but they also have a launch pad, and in turn, see if that lets them in turn get a high ground on them. All right, let's swap over to CNH Gamer PC4. This is Commando here. Looks like he's working his way toward them. Good building, good teamwork here as they push in towards the Horde's position. Trading fires both ways. Swap back over here to Guard Dog. He's going to take some time, charge his shield up with a little bit of a mini. You can see the Horde position. Guard Dog's going to move in towards him again, being pretty aggressive. See if he's able to switch a shotgun or some. He's going to try that harpoon. That doesn't work out. Does get a couple nice cracks. Takes out one of the opposing players there. Again, following Guard Dog, doing a good job today. Switch over to CNH Gamer PC6. This is Mr. Mambo. Looks like they're proactively working together to get that last remaining Horde member. Good shot there by Mr. Mambo to take out the last of the Horde members. And it's going to be a sweep for the day for the Hanover Heroes, taking out the Horde. But good practice for the Horde. Good game all across the board by all teams. We had a lot of fun, so I hope you appreciated the match today, the scrimmage match. Congratulations to the heroes on earning bragging rights, but the Horde will have the opportunity to earn those bragging rights right back when we do our practice on Monday. So thanks for tuning in. Come on back at 5 o'clock. We got our match with our Hanover Horde taking on the Loudoun, Virginia Tsunami. So it should be a lot of fun. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.